basically, a loss never feels good, but at this point in our program, I think people have to realize how far we've come. I've got a set of seniors in those Oiler twins who initially we won 3 games my first year here, and on their senior year we made it to the national tournament. We've taken great strides in a short amount of time, and I give them full credit. I don't want to take anything away from them. I mean, yeah, loss hurts. We made some mistakes. We had an opportunity, but that last shot, it goes in, it changes the game, but at the end of the day, one shot's not going to make or break you.
Questions? Coach, I mean, they came out with so much momentum. How were you guys able to fight back and, retake the lead?
I think part of that is it's a game of basketball. It's a game of runs, and I think that whenever we had that opportunity to have a timeout and refocus and understand that, being down 7-0, we've come back from an 18-point deficit before this year. So they've got to understand that we have to take a possession at a time. Initially, I felt like my girls kind of rushed it and were trying to try to score 7 points in a possession, which is impossible. And they've got to understand they got to get stops and then score. And once they took on that mentality of getting stops and then retaliating with a score, we were able to make our comeback.
Were you just proud of the way they did answer every run?
Oh, absolutely. They're fighters. I mean, they're resilient. I don't think anyone thought we'd be here in this situation, especially after the 6 seniors I lost last year. I lost 2 of the best scorers SWOSU's had in forever. And to be able to get to this situation, I think this team is very resilient, and we have tons of youth, even though we do have a couple seniors.
To either of the players, it looked like in the first half you guys passed up a couple of open threes, or what seemed to be open threes, that it looked like you guys took in yesterday's game, but you didn't in today's game. Is it something that you saw on the floor just during that play that you passed up the threes, or was that something you guys came into the game wanting to, to do differently?
I think at the beginning of the game, we weren't getting as many open threes, so I don't think we were necessarily ready for them whenever we were getting open shots. So I think that was mostly why. I think they probably were good shots that we would have taken yesterday just because we were getting more open shots yesterday.
And then overall, by moving the ball pretty much as well as we did in the first half, sharing the ball, we created closeouts. We're pretty quick with our first step, so we were able to get past them in the first half, get some and ones, get to a layup. If the 3 comes, the 3 comes, but usually we're more of attackers than shooters, I believe. But if they're open, we'll knock them down. We're a 3-point shooting team.
Okay, kind of question for all of you. You talk about the seniors. You all kind of talk about what the 3 seniors, meant to you, the team as a whole this season, and for you girls playing with them, what it was like to play with all of them.
Like I said, I think, the Oiler twins, they've left a legacy that no one's been able to do at SWOSU in a really long time, especially at the NCAA level. There was a legacy in NAI, but at the NCAA level, we haven't been able to make the strides and make a legacy. And I think the Oiler twins have definitely left a legacy. And Liz, we got her eligible. I mean, everyone told her she would never play basketball again. And for the things that she's been able to do this year, when she had doctors and coaches give up on her and tell her she should never play again, and to go out and play like she's been able to play and get better and better as the season progressed. I mean, I think these 3 seniors have definitely done everything that any coach would ever ask. I couldn't be more proud or more excited, to call those 3 my own girls.
And girls, yeah, can you talk about playing with Gary then?
For me, it was a really good experience coming from a JUCO, never playing with Mariah and Soraya, not knowing what they were like. They welcomed me in as their point guard, and they advised me throughout the games, and I connected with them on and off the court, and it was just a connection and chemistry that we were able to progress as the season went on, and I'm very, very thankful that I got to play with Mariah and Soraya.
When I was trying out at SWOSU before I even started my freshman year, I remember Soraya and Mariah, and they were so encouraging to me just at my own tryout, and then since then it's never stopped. They're so encouraging, and they're just awesome girls, and I can't imagine not playing with them next year. And Liz came this year, and she's an awesome girl too. She really had good leadership and came in even though we didn't really know her as well whenever she first came in versus the other 2 that had been there for 3 years, but she came in and helped us a lot.
Anything else?